Hi, I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Nicole.
And we're with East Bay Mud Water Conservation. Today, we're going to discuss how to install and set up a smart irrigation controller. A smart controller helps take the guesswork out of watering your landscape.
It can automatically adapt your watering schedule to the weather. That means it can pause when it rains, let you control everything from your phone, and give you clear insight into how much water you're using.
For this example, we'll be using Irrigation, but there are many other EPA WaterSense approved controllers available. For a list of approved controllers and our rebates, go to ebmud.com/rebates. When installing your new controller, make sure to pick an area that's easy to access, has a power source, and a strong Wi-Fi signal. Before removing your old controller, or if this is a new installation, make sure you label your valve wires or take a picture of your old wiring. Now let's go over the wiring basics. Your controller will either come with an AC adapter like this one, or it will be hardwired into your electrical system. For now, we're going to leave this unplugged while we install our station wires. For this Irrigation, when we connect our station wires and our common, we'll use these little valve levers here. Some controllers, instead of levers, have terminal screws, like this example here. Next, we'll connect our common and station wires. The common wire is a neutral shared wire that completes the electrical circuit. The station wire is what activates your valve. Here's an example of a wired Irrigation. You can see where we connected our common wire here and our station wire here. What you'll notice is that the common ports are in white, your station ports are all in blue. This dark gray port here with the M is for a master valve if your system has one. These light gray ports down here would be for installations of sensors. That would be a flow sensor or soil sensor or rain sensor. Now let's plug in the AC power and set up our programming. The light bar will flash, and then once it turns brown, it's time to connect to the app.
Once your controller is connected, start by setting up your zones on the app. Let's start with Zone 1. We'll run a quick test to make sure it turns on, and then input the zone details. We'll start by selecting the vegetation type, which is for how much water the plants need. Sprinkler type, which is for how much water the zone receives based on the irrigation equipment. Soil type affects how much water gets absorbed. Sun exposure is for how much water evaporates. And slope influences how much water may run off. Repeat this for all zones and disable any you are not using. If you ever need more info, tap the information icon. You can also fine-tune your inputs in the Advanced tab located at the bottom of each zone settings screen. More details on how these impact the watering schedule are on the Irrigation website. Next, we can create a watering schedule. Irrigation offers 3 types: Flex Monthly. Flex Daily determines when to water and changes day to day based on weather conditions and soil moisture estimates. This requires advanced zone configuration. So if you're unsure, we would recommend starting with either a Flex Monthly schedule or following a fixed schedule that allows you to set the watering parameters. Our lawn and landscape watering guide is a good starting point. You can also enable Cycle and Soak, which breaks up a zone's total watering time into shorter intervals to prevent runoff. Choose from either a Smart Cycle, which uses your unique zone settings to automatically apply Cycle and Soak technology to your schedule if needed, a manual Cycle and Soak, which allows you to determine the Cycle and Soak times, or you can opt out of Cycle and Soak entirely. There is also Weather Intellgence, which can skip or adjust watering based on rain, wind, and freeze conditions. Once your schedule is set, test all zones by selecting the Quick Run button. And if you need further information on what to check for, visit our Outdoor Home Survey webpage. We hope this has demystified installing and programming your controller.
Consider making a map of your irrigation system and keeping it in your controller's enclosure for future reference or for anyone working on your system.
Remember to apply for a smart controller rebate. Visit ebmud.com/rebate.